Let's just go over some of the things that we should be thinking about, some of the things that have already been checked off the box, what the true intention is behind this whole manifesto, and what we can expect. Hey everyone, what's up? I am Kim, aka Kim with the Gems. I'm just going to invite you part of the Gem Nation family, where we talk all things wellness, travel, and money, and culturally relevant topics, of which this is one of them. Let's just get into it though. So, Project 2025 is a plan to unite the conservative movement and the American people against elite rule and woke culture warriors. Their movement has not been united in recent years, and the country has paid the price. I'm reading directly from the manifesto, and I highly recommend each and every one of you do the same. In the past decade, the breakdown of the family, the rise of China, and the Great Awakening, awakening, AWOKENING, big tech abuses, and the erosion of constitutional accountability in Washington have rendered these divisions not just inconvenient, but politically suicidal. Every hour, the left directs federal policy and elite institutions, our sovereignty and constitution, our families, and our freedom are a step closer to disappearing. Listen to this, y'all. Conservatives have just 2 years and one shot to get this right. With enemies at home and abroad, there is no margin for error. Time is running short. If they fail, well, it says if we fail, the fight for the very idea of America may be lost. But we should not take this small window of opportunity we have left to act with courage and confidence, not despair. Let me read that again. We should take this small window of opportunity we have left to act with courage and confidence, not despair. The last time our nation and movement were so near defeat, we rallied together behind a great leader and great ideas, transcended our differences, rescued our nation, and changed the world. And it's time to do that again. Now, as then, we know who we are fighting and what we are fighting for our republic, for our freedom, and for each other. The next conservative president will enter office on January 20th, 2025, with a simple choice: greatness or failure. It will be a daunting test, but no more so than every generation of Americans has faced and passed. The conservative promise represents the best effort of the conservative movement and the next conservative president's last opportunity to save our republic. The underlying theme is warp speed. The underlying theme is within 2 years, they plan to completely flip this country on its head. And back in November, December, we talked about some of the key initiatives, and we're going to talk about it again today. Now, once again, I highly recommend that you download and read this 800-page document, or close to 900-page document, on your own at your leisure. It's very telling. And if you really want to see what could potentially be in our future, it's there in black and white. So we talked about it before, and some of these things have already manifested. And we're just going to go once again through the top 29. In no fault divorce, complete ban on abortions without exception, ban contraceptives, additional tax breaks for corporations, and the 1% higher taxes for the working class, elimination of unions and worker protections, raise the retirement age, which is what, already 67, cut Social Security, cut Medicare, Care Act, raise prescription drug prices. Again, all of this is within their promise. And you can download this. The link will be in the description. It's a free guide not a free guide, it's a free document where you'll also find the link to download the Project 2025 policy document. You'll also find the link to subscribe to the Heritage Foundation and learn more about what the plans are. Also, you'll be able to click the link and learn more about the RNC and the whole MAGA platform. Okay. So did we mention raise prescription drug prices? We've already seen that happening. Eliminate the Department of Education. We talked about all of this, y'all. None of this should be a surprise for those who have been following the Gym Nation, right? I'll actually I'll put the link again, maybe up here, from the video where we broke all of this down months ago. So we should have been preparing, but if you haven't, start preparing now. And always remember, you could replay any of my videos on a much higher speed to get through them quicker, especially the lives, because the lives, they're live. Okay, so eliminating the Department of Education, we've already heard, we know who they appointed, and we know what the plans are. Use public taxpayer money for private religious schools, teach Christian religious beliefs in public schools. That's all under one. End free and discounted school lunch programs. We've heard other government representatives at the city, state levels talking about how these cuts have already been implemented. End civil rights and DEI protections in the government. Sound familiar? That was marching orders like day one. Also, ban African American and gender studies in all levels of education. All levels of education. We've already heard about schools being penalized, defunded, and more, right? Losing tax status for not complying. Ban books and curriculum about slavery. That all started in Florida with the CRT, right? Critical race theory. So that's also, in action. And you can also check out, we went over how you can find the massive list of executive orders that have already been signed. They talk about the first 180 days, and then they talk about the first 2 years. So expect daily changes if something does not stop it.